Hi there, Kier here, coming to you live for this week's message, where I want to talk about the importance of on-the-fly adapting your pitch to secure a client. And what I mean by that is a lot of agents and brokers will go into appointments. By that I mean listing appointments, buyer rep appointments, with a very rigid approach, almost a script, right? That they've been trained by old school real estate coaches or their broker, whoever it is. And they're not really skilled at the nuances of sales, right? The nuances of relationship building, the nuances of conversion. And what I want to implore and challenge you to do is to dig a little bit deeper, to challenge you to find a better way to connect, to adapt, be nimble, and to deviate from the script. So the best way to do this is understanding a little bit of basic human psychology, right? And this is the idea of match and mirror, meaning when we understand who we're sitting on the other side of the table from, or on the other side of the camera on a Zoom virtual meeting, right? This age of the pandemic, it's easier for us to understand and tailor our approach and our outline or script to match the needs and preferences, the receptors, right, of the other person. By that I mean, for instance, if I'm on a meeting, I'm at a listing appointment, let's say with an older couple or person who's a homeowner, and I quickly see, after building rapport, breaking the ice, finding common ground in the beginning, which any agent should do to set the table, and I quickly realize that through that conversation, they're looking to connect. They're looking for more trust and comfort. I'm probably going to tailor my standard out-of-the-box listing presentation to match that. Meaning I'm not going to pull out all the bells and whistles, all the graphs, all the charts, and all the fancy, flashy listing collateral that I have, that I might with a type A business owner executive who cares about that stuff. I'm probably going to leave most of that in the folder. And I'm going to spend a little bit more time on rapport building, spend a little bit more time, right, on developing trust and comfort, relationship building. Then I'll start to talk about the key things that I think are important for them to know in the standard listing presentation. That's an example of adapting an out-of-the-box, outline, rigid script, if you will, or approach to an appointment and to conversion, and tailoring it to meet the needs, the preferences, the wishes, and the desires of your prospect, of that other person sitting on the other side of the table or the camera, right? So it's the idea of, again, first listening before speaking. It's, understanding before talking. It's asking the right questions before offering a solution. These are fundamental principles of good sales, good salesmanship, and of conversion. So I want to challenge you again to think more nimbly, to be more flexible in your approach, to be less rigid in your appointments with prospects, in your work to really walk away with a client, a signed listing, a signed buyer rep agreement, whatever it is, right? We need to adapt on the fly to the personality and the type of person, their predilections, their fears, their desires, their hopes, their aspirations, and to do that on the fly. So in order to do that, we might have to work on our confidence level a little bit. We might need to role play a little bit. We might need to find a new way of getting comfortable being uncomfortable, getting comfortable out of script. And that's okay, because again, that's where the growth happens. That's where we start to build that muscle, build that confidence, and be better closers, better agents, better at creating comfort, clients, results, and conversion. So hopefully this helped you in some way. If it did, leave me a note, drop me a line, comment, like, or share this. And again, as always, to your success, your happiness, and your freedom. We'll talk to you next week.